Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to another energy update. I'm very excited to explore some of these new themes that we have for this week. We have some beautiful, strong energies, especially with this new moon coming forward on May 30th here, which is so exciting, giving us this new opportunity to really birth new ideas into the world, to get creative and passionate as we plant these new seeds for growth, these new intentions. So overall this week, we have some beautiful themes that really were coming through as I was sitting with my guides and just tuning into the energies and channeling their messages. And one of the first themes, of course, because we're still in this Mercury retrograde, is this revisiting of the past, but really to transmute that energy and really bring forward this new energy towards it, this new life to it. And we're going to dive into this a little deeper as we move forward. But moving on from there, we have this evaluation of the present, where we currently are standing in our life, and then the blessings of the future. So what we have to look forward to. This next theme of blossoming. So blossoming into you, blossoming into purpose. And then as I was feeling into the energies, I just felt such a beauty, such a softness, such a flow, like such a beautiful energy of ease and grace, a lot of nurturing, mothering aspects around this week, and really tapping in and honing into the astrological time that we're in and those strong planetary alignments that are really helping us tap more into these energies. We also had this theme of letting go joyfully, taking inspired action, building self-trust and confidence, and becoming the leader of your life. And last but not least, spiritual expansion and mastery. So to dive right into our first theme, this revisiting of the past, I was definitely feeling highlighted for specifically the beginning of this week. I was really feeling into the energies of us really evaluating where we have come from and how far we have come. And as we review, there's almost this element to it where we're becoming the observer of our past. So in this Mercury retrograde, we know that we've had a lot of past experience come back and almost like you want to say haunt us, right? Because it's like, oh man, I have to go back into this painful memory, or oh, I have to go back and readdress these themes and these cycles, these negative emotions perhaps we still are carrying. And that can be really hard to sometimes go into emotionally and can be very draining on a lot of us. But what I'm hearing for this week is we're actually taking a new look at our past this week, where it's more positive, and we're starting to see that the light is at the end of the tunnel. This Mercury retrograde is almost at its completion, and it's like really taking advantage of this last few days of the retrograde to really do this release work and understand our emotions in a new way. So what I keep being shown is this big picture view. So we're starting to see the benefits of our past. We're starting to see how we've built strength, how we've become almost like the version of us that we are today, and how it's meant to be proud, like how we're meant to really have pride in how we have come through our past so far. And even the past few weeks with this Mercury retrograde, how we can have pride in how we've been able to let go, to transform, and how we've been able to transmute the darkness of life into light, into beauty, into seeing the blessings. And there's just this really positive energy of like really seeing and owning our greatness this week, and really seeing our past in a new way that actually allows us to take our power. And I talk a lot about this, especially on my podcasts, about claiming your power and not allowing past events, people, or situations take that from you. And I feel this week we're really doing that. We're really taking power from the past and bringing it back to ourselves, those lost pieces of self perhaps, and we're reclaiming them and going, okay, yes, this hurt. I'm acknowledging these emotions, the toughness that I went through, and I'm validating that human experience. But I'm now going to heal this. I'm now going to let go. I'm now going to release these emotions however I need to for healing. So I can now take my power from the past so it no longer defines me. And that's really what I'm seeing strongly the beginning of this week as we move forward. And then there's this excitement of evaluating now where we stand. So this evaluation of the present. Look how far you've come, okay? There's this like rejoicing, this beauty of the present moment and going, wow, I have literally manifested the life I'm in at this time. And it's like seeing the beauty of that, seeing that how far you've come, because we're really needing to recognize that we are no longer where we were. Okay, so there's this big emphasis on this week and acknowledging, okay, yes, once more, we might have been hurt. We might have had these negative experiences, but we are no longer in that space. And it's like, how can I now own where I am now and really see how powerful I truly am? And how can I take this evaluation of where I am presently and really be grateful and go, wow, I'm now going to be able to experience something totally new because I'm no longer living in the past. I'm no longer holding on to the hurt, and I'm creating space now through this release of emotion, through the release of the past, to be present and really enjoy the present moment of life, this gift of life. And it's like this element of gratitude comes through this week where we're really being grateful for this experience of Mercury retrograde, where we're really being grateful for our lives and every experience, no matter how hard, because it's shaped us into who we are now. And I just feel this extreme pride, like, please take time this week to celebrate yourself, how far you have come, and really honor your greatness, the greatness of you, my friends. Then moving into this new moon energy, it's like this excitement surrounding the blessings in store for us in the future. And of course, not removing that emphasis of what we already have, this gratitude, but this new energy is really helping us. This new moon energy, I feel, is really helping us really look forward to our futures, whatever they look like. And I'm just hearing broadening the perspective of what our futures could be and what holds in store for us. And this freedom that comes with just trusting that the universe has our back and whatever comes is going to be for our highest good. And once more, this circles back to how last week we were so getting this beautiful guidance to be in our power. And when we're in our power, this is exactly what happens. We cultivate this trust because we know we're right where we need to be. We're claiming our worth, we're claiming our confidence, our value. And it's like there's no worries because we're in that state of profound love of self. And with that coming so strongly through to us this past few weeks, if we've been doing that work, we should be feeling that shift in that energy now, where it's like, okay, now I know there's nothing to fear for the future. There's nothing I need to worry over in my future. And it's like really going into the bliss and harmony aspect of life and allowing that ease and grace and flow to come through. The surrender of wherever you are going, you know it's going to be for your highest good, that you are safe in this moment. You are safe going forward, and your guides are loving you and standing around you, comforting, supporting, and protecting you every single step of the way forward. So it's absolutely stunning energy this week, my friends. And this element of looking forward to the future, what I heard was letting go to let the seeds grow, almost like a song, letting go to let the seeds grow. And it's like eliminating and letting go of what we can't control and focusing on the seeds we want to plant and letting them like literally grow. Because when we also get into this element of forcing or striving, it's almost like when you plant that little seed, it doesn't matter how long you stare at it or talk to it and tell it like you need to be grown now. It's like it's going to blossom in its own time. And it's important for us to just give it the water, to give it the nutrients, to put in the work, but not to the point of excess, because we always know if you overwater, if you put it in too much sunlight, all those things can really ruin our seed and its growth. So just like that garden and just like that planting analogy, it's like, are we letting go? Are we allowing our seeds to really just naturally blossom? Because that's exactly what they're meant to do. And if we just let them be, if we just give it that little bit of nutrients and sunlight and let it just grow organically, the beauty and ease in that experience, everything happens just as it should. So when we look at that example, we're needing to apply that to our future. And that's exactly what I was hearing with this new moon energy, is like setting those intentions, but really allowing the universe to let things happen for you. So this ease and grace, life is happening for you. You do not need to control every avenue, every aspect. And it's like letting go and surrendering those intentions once they are made and once they are set. And I really feel the universe this week showing us how we can live and how we truly deserve this ease and grace, okay? So this really comes forward too as well, and releasing any sort of jealousy or feeling like we need to be somewhere that we're not in our journey. And I feel like this is a bit of a theme last week as well, is really letting go of, oh, I should be here. Or look at this person, and the comparisons that we tend to do, right? And I really feel this week us really evaluating where we need to let go of that old pattern of comparisons, and perhaps some envy and jealousy this week coming forward of, well, this person has this and they have such a beautiful life experience, and almost like, I'm so sad I don't get to experience that. But it's just this beautiful energy this week is really showing us once more, let go of those negative emotions, let go of those feelings of jealousy or envy, because you are here to live your life. Your soul came to live this human experience. So no matter where you are in your journey, you are right where you need to be. And to keep trusting that abundance is already here and is coming. And once we're tapping into the excitement for the future. So really allow yourself to not get swayed by those distractions or those negative emotions if they arise this week, and really focus on what is in your control. And that brings me to this letting go joyfully, where it's really acknowledging, wow, okay, these cycles I've seen in myself, I see how they no longer serve me. And instead of beating myself up about it, I'm going to happily release them, because I know now when I do that, it's creating more space within for new to be welcomed in, to have more good, to have more happiness, to have more joy and more fulfillment in my life. And it's allowing that chapter to close, these cycles to close, and recognizing that every ending is offering a new beginning. So I really see us being more joyful in this release work, as opposed to this heaviness. I'm really feeling this is going to be such a beautiful experience for us this week. And this is really helping us once more revisit this giving and receiving energy. So how are we receiving nurturing? How are we receiving help? How are we allowing love to be the motivator for our action and daily life? And it's really being conscious of what we are choosing, right? So once we're tying into that present moment, choosing how we are going to live life now, being that conscious creator, clearing the old stories of the past to really embrace freedom in life, freedom to receive, and allow that we can, this awareness that we can let go of this work, the struggle, the strive. And that's what I really hear, is letting go of this resentment or jealousy this week, is really tapping into what inspired action can I take to attain my dreams, and how can I stay focused on my soul purpose, as opposed to looking around me and seeing what's externally other people are doing, or their past or their progress? How can I stay focused on myself and receiving and be open to receiving that beauty? Because when we have this envy or jealousy, that is in essence filling up space within us that really could be filled with more beauty, more love. So remove and let go those feelings this week and really tap into that inspired action. There was a lot about filling our cup this week and really understanding depletion and how that can truly affect our soul journey, our path, and our growth. So there was definitely this theme as well of taking that inspired action towards nurturing, loving ourselves, giving ourselves the self-care and replenishment. And I feel a lot of us are letting go of this belief that we need to be depleted, that we need to be exhausted, or we need to constantly be working or striving to achieve, right? So I really feel this letting go of that and learning to step into self-love, trust, and giving ourselves exactly what we need in that worthiness aspect. So a lot of growth, a lot of inspiration. I'm really feeling this week as well. We're going to be getting a lot of inspirations and musings and things that really help fulfill us and give us that almost driving force to keep going in our journey in a very positive, exciting way. So this week, a lot of excitement coming through, and it's like allowing ourselves to really take advantage of that new moon energy and going, okay, what do I want to birth into my world? What am I wanting to bring in? Who do I want to be? What qualities do I want to embody? What life do I want to live? What main themes do I want my life to have? And really going into that excitement of those blessings that are very, very strongly coming through in the next while, and allowing ourselves to be open enough to receive it. So what I'm really hearing this week is practice that opening. How can you start opening even more to receive? Because when we're asking for these blessings, we know we need the space, we need the room, and we need to be able to receive those blessings as they come. Receive those blessings that we're asking for. So this week, I'm just hearing release those attachments to the strive and struggle. Practice opening up the heart space, opening up yourself to receive even the littlest blessings in your life, and allowing yourself to take that leadership role. Because as we keep showing up for ourselves, as we keep consciously creating the lives we want and becoming that leader in life, becoming that owner of our power, we show our inner child how we can show up every day. We show our inner child that we are worthy of trust, that we are going to be there for our inner child, that we are going to be there for ourselves. And it brings this cultivation of safety, that regardless of what happens next, you are safe. You are going to be there for yourself, and you can have the confidence and the freedom to step forward in your journey unencumbered and willing to embrace all those blessings. So last but not least, I'm seeing this extreme growth this week, this beauty, this opening of the heart chakra, and this spiritual mastery. So really coming into this full circle energy. And that's what I really feel. It's like this combination of the human experience and the soul experience, and seeing the beauty in both aspects and truly integrating the higher truths that we have from spiritual side of ourselves and the earthly truths and the earthly sides of ourselves, and bringing it full circle this week. Really finding that balance with the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. And oh my goodness, it feels so good, my friends, because as we cultivate this integration, as we come to this full circle energy, we really begin to embody what our true power is. And it is this culmination of both aspects of self. And it's just so inspiring and beautiful. And I keep seeing like the High Priestess card from the tarot deck, and I've been seeing that so much as just such a symbol of power and beauty and goddess energy. And my guides have been sending it so much this week, even through sessions, and it's such a powerful symbol. And that's exactly what I feel this week, is a lot of us are really stepping into that role of the High Priestess, that spiritual, divine, feminine, regal, inspiring energy, and claiming it without the unworthiness, without those old feelings of guilt or shame or feeling like we're not enough. It's like, no, those energies aren't even present anymore. And as we wrap up this Mercury retrograde and step into this beautiful new moon, it's just all of us truly tapping into our true glory and potential for life. So it feels so good, my friends. And I just want to say, please keep going. Even if there's some release work you're going through still in this time, know that that's exactly what you're needing to be doing. Don't push, don't strive to go past it. Feel your emotions, do what you need to do, and know that this week is bringing so much beauty and blessings, and to remember to open up your eyes to those things and really embrace the beauty of this human experience. So I'm sending you all so much love and light. I really hope you enjoy these readings. If you do, please let me know. I love hearing your comments and your feedback. And if you would like to book a private one-on-one session or reading with me, please know that I'm offering those at this time. And I would absolutely love to connect further with each and every single one of you. Sending you all so much love and light. Have a beautiful week.